Welcome to Battle Truth and my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I can only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealing, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markillian, your presiding judge, chairman, and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Okay, y'all. Let's talk about the cop killings that's taking place around the United States. Even though we know they only gonna show you the black people. Have you noticed that? All the cop killings they show you be really black people. They don't show the cop killing that's white people. When statistics really show more white people are killed by police than black people. But the reason why you don't see more white people in the United States killed by police than black people is because it's bigger business when black people are branded, because it raises racial tension and the ratings go up higher. And you could run the story for weeks and months. Now, why do you rarely see anybody surviving cop killings? Because they train them to kill. They are trained to kill. They are trained to kill. You rarely see a cop shoot a person one time. This is how they train them. They train them to kill whoever they shooting because you have a better chance of beating the case with them dead than alive. See, a dead person can't testify. A dead person can't give his story where the jury can have sympathy for him. So, right or wrong, if you're going to shoot him, you better off just killing them to save us the lawsuit. To save us the lawsuit and the shame. We already going to be shamed regardless. We'll take and live with the shame, but we don't want to be piled up in billions of dollars in lawsuit money. So they train them to kill them rather than keeping them alive or severely injuring them. Because what happens is the lawsuits go up higher. They have a better chance of beating it in court when a dead man can't beat. You can say anything about a dead man who dead. Like, yeah, he hit me, he swung on me, he reached for something, yeah, you can say that. But when you got a person alive telling you, like, I did nothing to him, I didn't reach for nothing, I neither hit him nor I swung, it's entirely different. So they raised them to kill. They raised them to kill because it's more smarter, they believe. And it's more of a way to lessen the liabilities and holding people accountable. I'm just keeping it real. That's exactly what it is. And why you rarely hear about them shooting somebody once, they always overdo it. And that's why. They want to make sure a person is dead. And it always take the hammer lambs a while to get on the scene. That's what they do that for. Because they trained killers. And while I always say, I don't respect some, look, don't get me wrong. We need law, we need government, we need police. Anybody say they don't, they just an asshole. They don't know nothing they talking about. They just an ignorant asshole. You definitely do. All police ain't the same. All police ain't the same. It's a lot of police out there that do their job for justice who really care about people. So we not finna make it seem like they all evil because they not. But keep in mind, you still dealing with people. It don't matter what entity you dealing with. I don't care if it's church. I don't care if it's politics. I don't care if it's missionary. I don't care if it's gangs. I don't care what it is. Whenever you dealing with people, you have to know you're going to have some rotten apples in the barrel. And it's going to happen no matter who you are. Whenever you're dealing with a group of people, you're going to always have the Judas in the crowd. Your betrayer. Now, we need police officers to govern, to structure, and we need authority. We definitely need it. But some of them do abuse their power, badge, and position. and do the things we see happening and taking place like this. But I tell you this, and it's real stuff. Have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, that you may be protected from these things. God has your best interests all the time, man. To the cops out there that do their job because they love people and they believe in justice, may God bless you and your family. And to the people who do their job corruptedly and abuse their power and position, shame on you. Shame on you. And may the same thing you give out be returned to you in like manner. That ain't cool. God put cops here to govern, to keep the peace. Peace. Those authority figures if needed. If not, we'll have anarchy. No law. Imagine living in a lawless country where anything goes. A person can rape you because they feel like it. A person can kill you because they feel like it. A person can take stuff from you because they feel like it. A person can violate you in any way they want because they feel like it, and they can't go to jail for it because there's no law. There is no law. So imagine living in anarchy. That would be horrible. So we definitely need laws. We definitely need government. We definitely need police. But those ones who abuse their power and those the ones who kill senselessly, they need to be removed, imprisoned, and fined heavily. Now, another thing I want to touch on is, like I said, all cops ain't bad cops. I done seen some crazy stuff. And when you're dealing with millions of people, like I think in the United States it's like what, something like over 300-some million people. Anytime you're dealing with that many people, things like this gonna happen. They make it seem, look, not to underplay anybody's death, but they make it seem like it's a big thing, number-wise. And even though one death killed by police unjustly is enough, but realistically speaking, when you're dealing with 300-something million people, these things happen. Some justified, some not. These things happen because you're dealing with all them people. They just try to make it seem like it's a lot. But when you see the math and you see 300-some million people, these things happen, man. Like anything else, because we still dealing with sin. But this is why people don't survive police shootings. Because they train them to kill. It's better for the state. It's better for the hospitals. It's better for the police department. Because a dead man can't tell on himself. Subscribe to Battle Truth, nor confront the oppressor.